two things. One, which is more obvious, is to cut our output of greenhouse gas emissions from things like burning fossil fuels. But the other is actually to take emissions out of the air. And that's the harder and sometimes more obscure aspect of getting to net zero.
This is known as negative emissions, and the scale on which they might be required is one reason that net zero targets will be hard to achieve.
We'll need to go from a world economy that pumps out on the order of 40 billion tons of CO2 a year to one that sucks down, that is, removes billions of tons per year in the future to get to that net zero future. There's different ways to do this. Forests do this naturally through biological processes or sinks, but what we're really looking at now to achieve ambitious climate targets are man-made approaches.
Some methods for removing greenhouse gases from the atmosphere are already being used at scale, such as the planting of new forests and improving soil so it can store more carbon. But there are new technologies at a much earlier stage of development. Among them, ways of capturing carbon dioxide and storing it underground. Carbon dioxide could be pulled directly from the air by machines or by growing plants, burning them to generate electricity, and then capturing the carbon dioxide as they burn.
There's a flurry of innovation in negative emissions technologies, a range of ambitious to wacky, and none of them are proven at scale, and that's what makes them so problematic. The world is counting on innovations that have not yet been demonstrated at scale to achieve targets that we're setting for ourselves, and that's a big question mark. We're hopeful, but it is still a risky bet.
How much greenhouse gas needs to be removed from the atmosphere will depend on how much emissions can be cut.
The conundrum. That is, we need both massive reductions in emissions as well as a dramatic scale-up and proving of the technologies for negative emissions.